Okay. Go to live control room. Okay, good. Everything started the same. EVO Japan 2023. Recording for YouTube. EVO 2023 Japan. EVO Japan 2023. What's the title be? EVO Japan 2023 full recap, right? It should be like this. Oh no, not go to channel. Pin this message. Nice, and that should be it. Anybody welcome. Can I play some lo-fi? Hi.
As a non-native English speaker and writer,
I only trust lo-fi girl this time. It should. I don't think it should get me any from now on, but I think it should be fine. But okay. EVO 2023. Wait, but maybe I should start thinking about the how to open the video, right? Anyway, but hopefully when I'm recording upstairs, downstairs doesn't really like annoy me this much. Like not this one. I might need a full screen recording for this because I don't think this is good enough. Yeah. Maybe not this right now, but at the same time, maybe I should. Yeah, stop the recording, and I'm gonna download. I'm gonna use Microsoft Office for this one. And yes, I could. Okay, and I need to prepare it like this, huh? But hopefully I still... No, I can't. Gosh darn it. Yeah, the slideshow. Wait. It should be recording the slideshow, not this. Why? Why? Anyway, let's see if I transition to that. Okay, let's get yourself prepared to watch my stuff. But of course, if you are interested, but you don't really want to watch me live, I will edit all of this and put it on my channel. So don't you worry. But of course, I really hope that any one of you will join me in this adventure. So yeah. But of course, But why? Okay, I guess that's the problem. I need to use this instead, I guess. But okay. EVO, maybe let's start the video? I think it would work, right? Like this. Please show me the live. Wait. Is that not working? Oh yeah. I need to transition this to this. Yeah. Now it looks better. Nice, 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 nice. So okay. EVO Japan 2023 just finished, and you've seen a lot of problems, a lot of good stuff online and offline. So what's better than using a PowerPoint to do a total recap of EVO Japan 2023? How about that? Huh? Anybody watching? Clapping? No? Okay. For a full... and of course I mentioned this before, I'm recording all of this live on my channel. So if you guys want to subscribe it for more, maybe after this, maybe after I finish presenting, right? So okay, first of all, let's talk about the tournament, mainly the results and how I feel about watching it, and how about the results of it, all of this stuff. Okay. First of all, in the day one, I believe it came from we are blessed with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure about this game, how this game works, and I never actually played this game. But from the looks of it, is the anime style of game is really amazing.
Bring over Catalina, are we?
And I'm pretty sure that you guys have watched this before, right? So as you can see, like, the gameplay itself is easy to understand, and I've been really enjoying watching it. The looks are still surprisingly good, even I know that this has a few years of histories, and a new one has announced coming up. So it's actually crazy to look at this. Like, the movement is still really great, and the fight is easy to understand. And so far, I like watching the UI. I know there are 4 skills with a bit of the cooldown system in it. And from watching this, I want to show you another clip as well. Watch this.
Oh, no! Let's go! Oh,
That was ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
That was crazy. They both did rush at the exact same time.
They both called out the strike invulnerable,
my
but
goodness.
Gamera with the counter hit confirmed.
Like, this is the final moment of the Grand Blue Fantasy tournament, right? So, like, as you can see, is actually very hype, and this generates a lot of great moments in the entire tournament. But still, even though I don't understand it, I still enjoy watching it. Gamera takes it 3-1 at the end, at the grand final, and at the grand final reset. I'm sorry, Gamera takes it grand final reset. He's doing a really good job of it, and yeah, takes it in the end. And up next, Melty Blood type Lumina. I'll be honest with you, I played this game before, but I don't really know much about it. I played a bit of it, I still don't understand it. It's a bit not my... I want to say it's not my type, but it looks really fun. But overall, still, I'm not really quite into it. after all, I'm only a fake fan. I watch a lot of this stuff based because of that there's a few fake characters in it. I want to know more about it, but still, watching it, I don't quite understand it. Here are some my favorite. Here are the final games of the multi-blood stuff. Let me see.
Wow.
Again, off the 2B.
Do you see how much
Close to
more
4K.
reserved Keijiro is being with
Like
these now?
everything from this game, it looks amazing, and it's of course talk about a lot of great stuffs. But the combo system is really easy, but difficult to optimize. Movement wise, if you want to master this game, you really want to master the movement option that you have in this game. Also, Moon Drive, Blood Moon, Rapid Beats, Magic Circuit stuff. It gets overwhelming, but overall, it's from understanding it, it should be easy. Using it's difficult. Not the biggest fan of it, but But here comes the
Just trying to maximize
the final moment of the game. I'm just gonna let you watch it.
What a block! Are you serious?
Nice defense.
Was that cross-up protection? Be real.
Even if it was, that's still tricky.
Oh, grab the
good
moon
grab.
skill, yeah. Plus frames on this one
Nice.
again, and now you can see Keijiro is just going for frame traps on this one. Moon drive
Oh,
after the
no.
shield.
Moon keeping the pressure high. Man, they're trying to get a perfect to close it out. They're so close.
Yuika is doing nothing but respecting at this point. And there it is,
Yes.
finally, yeah.
Finally, yeah. As soon
And
as
got
you
the
said
heat.
it, that was cool.
Oh, goodness.
That was
Oh, that's the
great.
first time it's hit.
They do have
Oh my god, I have. Like, I'll be honest, it looks like a lot of things that happens to me, and finally got the last arc, I believe. Oh, yes, got the last arc and finish it and takes it. Yuika takes it at the end. Congratulations to Yuika, and that would be the end for the multi-blood sections. Of course, moving on. Oh god, why is it gone? And moving on, like I said, I only watch this stuff because a lot of fake related stuff in here. But if I really want to play it, unless they are giving me Okida Soden, otherwise I'm not gonna watch any of it. So, what's after this is actually a game that very surprised me a lot. It's Virtual Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. If anyone you don't know of this game actually comes out and on the arcade first, and then it will move on to PlayStation. But of course, after the PlayStation release, Sega never followed up with a Virtual Fighter 6, and surprisingly, EVO Japan offered a fallback slots for the Virtual Fighter 5, and the community takes it and showcase the best, like I would say, tournaments that they ever had. Like watching this game is actually surprised me a lot. Like this game is really hype. I mean, really hype. Now, I'm gonna show you some moments in the grand final reset. Like it's like don't be confused. The character is actually Jackie and Pi. It's not Lily and Paul. It may look Tekken, but the control wise is easier, and I believe there is a block button. And in this game, throw is extremely powerful, like the last throw you saw. And this game has a lot of hype moment. You can see, just like that. In 7 seconds left, one throw to take it at the end. And final game, Pi player Akane has to stay alive, but Jackie got the first hit and continue to prowl on. So Pi player trying to stay alive. One poke, two poke, getting the hits in, and torch. And of course, Jackie player Torch Ani gets it with the low at the end. This game is surprisingly hype. Like, if you guys want one aware of this game, I suggest you go watch it back. This is an amazing one. And so we back. And so we are back to the PowerPoint. But like watching the success of Virtua Fighter 5, you gotta give a moment of silence for the DOA 6 fan, that Dead of Alive franchise, but most importantly, because after watching Virtua Fighter 5 getting so much love and still the community is so active, even though Dead or Alive 6 has a side tournament inside the EVO venue, and I'm worried that they might never get another love in the future, even a future slot for the main stage, because right now, honestly, Dead or Alive might as well just be a beach ball franchise right now. Yeah. So a moment of silence for the Dead or Alive fans. Let's hope that the game gets much more love than they deserve, right? So what's after is the main course of the event. Starting up with the day 2, with the end of day 2, we have the KOF 15, the top 8 for the match. And surprisingly, and it might be a surprise to everyone because KOF is a big franchise, is even bigger in Japan and in Asia. It shouldn't be a day 2, right? But for some reason, for the schedule, they decided to put KOF 15 on day 2. But still, we got an amazing match coming up. But apologize first because I'm not quite familiar with the KOF franchise. I follow the game a bit, but my main source of information mostly came from the manga and the hentai, of course. So if I am wrong on some of the occasion, I'm sorry for this. But first of all, you gotta talk about, like, when we talk about the KOF, the tournaments, right? We gotta talk about one player. This is Xiao Hai. Xiao Hai is back once again. He is a KOF player mainly. He won a KOF tournament in EVO 2014, but because of the COVID situation, he is not able to attend EVO 2022, which is the event that took place last year. So, and after that, Shanghai mainly becomes a main appearance is on the online tournaments that take place across Asia, which has Japan player and also other Korea player. So for Shanghai, this is the first appearance in an offline tournament for KOF 15. And especially this is an international tourney, so it's especially important for them. And Shanghai didn't waste this opportunity, not one bit. Shanghai just straight up kept winning and all the way to winners finals, right? He's going up against CJC, last year's, well, EVO 2022 KOF 15 champions, right? So this is gonna be crazy because Shanghai just coming back from a long hiatus from the international scene. He's missed a year. Now he wants to prove himself, right? CJC, and obviously CJC is the one to beat. And what happened next? Shanghai watched CJC twice. He first defeated him 3-0 in the winners final, and then he beat him again 3-0 when CJC fought all the way to come to the grand final. 3-0. That's basically a 6-0 shutdown on Shanghai's side. He completely dominated CJC and took home the KOF 15 title. Alright. And here, this is the moments that I've find in game. I believe I have some right here.
still in it, but that's a point for Jeanette versus secondary Jeanette.
Yeah.
You just did that.
Like as you can see, like Shanghai operating the BGNet basically shuts down the opponent's CJC. In a mirror match, you know, understanding your opponents is actually important, and especially understanding of the character.
Like, how do you open up a guy to see every snap?
Like even though in winners finals there is some back and forth from the CJC side, he tries to fight back, but of course a lot of them is a lot of CJC efforts comes in vain, right?
We've seen here.
And in the end, and in the grand in the winners final, now CJC down two games, so he's looking to come back, but he's gone. He's down to Isla, one of his last character. Well, for the thing in KOF, right? The one character that you put in anchor is supposed to be your ace, right? It's supposed to be your best character. It's supposed to have the capability to even one to take down 3 characters, right? But what you can see right here, Shanghai's using the point Kyle is just shutting down CJC entirely. There is no coming back for CJC. That is how dominating Shanghai is, and when the competition moves on to the grand final, same thing basically happened. Like you can see, like even though right now in the second game, Shanghai is down to Kyle, his second character in the match, in the team, right? And he's down with BGNet. You can see Shanghai is basically just shutting down what CJC is trying to do. Shanghai taking a little bit of damage going into the second character versus Nakoru, new character in this season, the Samurai Showdown. The character, a crossover character from Samurai Showdown. Like you can see once again, Shanghai's Kyle continues to trying to shut down. Even CJC got some good hits in. I don't believe that he lost these things. And he's starting to mix up. You see a throw, an overhead, and activate his big damage using every single bar of damage. Oh, gets the command graph. And the reversal DP takes over the second character. And once again, down to Isla, the final character, the ace, the anchor of CJC. And once again, Shanghai just proving too strong with the Kyle. Just dominating. Even though CJC got a few hits in, Shanghai just keep guessing correctly. Like in the air, like even though gas cancel, CJC got a hit in, okay, but anterior again. And once again, use every bit of the damage. Yes, that's how Shanghai became the EVO 2023 Japan. EVO 2023 Japan champions. And after this, we have Guilty Gear Strive. That took place in day 3. 8:30s, I remind you. So what happened in Guilty Gear Strive? Like first of all, I want to talk about one thing, right? The UNA has been talking a lot of big stuff coming into international tournaments. Like back when Arch EVO happened, I believe NA talked about how strong the nation is. They finally have a chance against Japan. But once again, all of the NA players that came to EVO Japan 2023 fall short right before top 8. none of the NA player has been able to reach top 8. We have Ramona here. He's from CLG. She's from CLG, and she's out at 97 down against Umesho from Japan. And we got Apology Man, again, a CLG player. He's out at 25th, lose to Gobon. And Nubenheimer is out at 97 and falls to Ain. And also, last but not least, Jonathan Tenen, who lost to Daru right before the top 8. He's out at 9th. He's best in any placing. But one character that will surprise everyone the most is probably Punk. He's also out at 9th and 10th. I believe it's 10th actually. It's not actually 9th. He is the second highest in all of the NA player placing. And one crazier thing is that he beats Nubenheimer in the winners and actually knocks Nubenheimer into losers. And of course, being Punk, he goes on Twitter and start talking shit, like talking about Strive is an easy game. He can easily beat the top 3 player Nubenheimer. That means that Strive is easy game. He doesn't want to talk about Strive anymore. He hates the game. But like Uncle Ben has probably said, right? With great controversy comes great copypasters. You gotta love what's happened to the community, right? This is especially one of my love. I'm gonna try to recreate this copypasta with my voice. Not all games are created equal. The competition is simply better in Street Fighter V, and the players are, by and large, more intelligent than the average driver. Top Strive players are just big fish in a small pond. High to top level Street Fighter V player are sharks, and players like Punk are killer whales. If Punk is doing better than top Strive player without playing the game, then someone who is second rate at Street Fighter V could become the best player in the US if they main Strive. This is probably the funniest copypasta that comes out of the entire tobacco since the NA Strive stuff, drama, or you would say. But obviously, like being Punk, he's gonna talk trash, right? If he beats a top character, right? He doesn't like Strive. If he doesn't play much Strive, and to be honest, for a player like him, when he doesn't play, he wants a top 3 like this. Just let him have his fun, okay? It's fighting games. When the player is trying to do his best to annoy you, when he's winning, he start yelling. Like, what do? You ignore him, right? The more you replies to him, like you can see right here, 950 likes and 28 comments, 56 comments right here. The more you trying to talk shit against him, he's just gonna get more hype about this, okay? Just ignore him. And to be honest, I'm sure Nubenheimer, when it comes to other major tournament, if he sees Punks again, he's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him like maybe 60%, 70%, or even 80% of the times, right? After all, Nubenheimer is the more experienced player in Strive, and Punk, he is an open tournament, right? Anything can happen. And luckily, he didn't find out anything about this. This just finished today. Because if he ever finds out about this, I'm so sure he's gonna talk shit about the lineup for North America and how they all lost in the end. And talking about what happened in the Strive EVO, we got to talk about one thing. A lot of top name is out. Marchi, the champions in the Arch EVO, is out in top 96 even. and aside from other big names in North America, other players from EUs like Latif and also Leffen, they are also out right before top 8, I believe. And this has become the top 8 brackets for Guilty Gear Strive at EVO 2023 Japan, right? And one name that I want you guys to remember is the one on winner's side, Poker. The Japanese character, the name in all Japanese character. Poker is 14 years old. He means Happy Chaos. 14 years old. He's already in EVO Japan top 8. What are you even doing in 14 years old? I'm sure as hell I'm not playing fighting games, and probably I'm just like stay at home studying, right? And with this name, like you remember this, you gotta appreciate how new fighting games is coming, right? He's coming 14 years old. This is his first fighting game that ever plays. You gotta appreciate how much new games is taking in new players, attracting new players, and probably will get even more players like Poker and like maybe like Ending Walkers that is playing in a higher level. But first, we gotta talk about the tournament, the main tournament even. We have Lux on the left and also if I remember correctly, is Tarawa. Lux is a Geo player and Tarawa is a Kai player. And in the first game, oh, sorry. Wait, wrong one. And in the first game, you can see like this. It's actually Lux is getting a healthy advantage from the start. And I believe this one's... and as you can see right here, Lux is taking advantage of a lot of stuff. Even though Tarawa tries best to come back, Lux press on with his advantage. And he's finally... and in the end, it's finally maybe too early. Maybe I said it too early, god damn it. Like, okay, even though Lux Terrara brought it back like a few times, when it comes to the final match, Lux with the Giovanna successfully continuously makes Terrara twice. Even look at the take throw. Like this is the thing when you play against Giovanna, right? Giovanna has the fastest dash speed in the entire game. If you're gonna guess for Giovanna, you better hope that you guess correctly, because if you guess wrong, with Giovanna, in an experienced player like Lux, he's gonna make you play, right? One anti-air, with one anti-air, Lux successfully put Terrara out of the contention and puts him down to loser. And Lux wins 3-2 against Terrara. That's end of the first game. And the second game, we see our the guy that I just mentioned, the one that you look out for, the Poker, the Happy Chaos main, 14 years also, and fighting against Uma Man. And I believe Uma Man is a Ram main. I know both of the characters you don't want to see is actually both Happy Chaos and Ram, right? Ram, you're just gonna sick and tired of her showing up herself in rank. But as you can see, Poker probably like lacking in some experience. He got caught, guessed incorrectly. He's trying his best. Like you can see, like he's 2-2 down to the wire, but he just didn't handle the pressure well, and letting Uma Man wins at the end. 3-2. But now I wanted to take your focus to another person, right? Oh no, I sorry. I forgot my arrangement in the PowerPoint. Right? Yeah, I didn't prepare this enough, I believe. So maybe a lot of editing in post production, but still, once again, now it's with Uma Man's win in the winners semi. Now we comes to the winners final for between Lox and Uma Man, the Geo player and the Ram player. One matchup that I hated the most because I suck at Geo Dash. If you are the Geo player, if you understand the matchup, you know the range that for Rams 5S and 5S 5H, you can dash in between and successfully punish him, right? Nope, this is the wrong one. And if I remember correctly, that's actually this one. No, wrong one. Nope. I really should name all this video, right? My bad. God damn it. Okay, sorry. Let me see if I can find the video. Finally, I found it. Okay, once again, it's back. I'm back. Okay, like we have the match right here. It's Lox vs Uma Man. Uma Man changed his approach. He decided to switch from Ram to Bicon. Of course, Bicon is a strong player, right? It's a strong character, right? He's gonna mix you up with Tatami, and also he have a lot of big damage when he caught you, right? Everyone hates the claw. But now down to last health, Lox guessed correctly, and here comes the big damage, right? And once he knocks you down once, he's gonna get you into a loop. You gotta start guessing. This time, Lost lost the guessing game, and Uma Man takes it to the final game. And I'm gonna move this on a bit. Uma Man, after losing the third game, he decided to run it back with Ram. But of course, Lox knows the matchup. Ram probably the thing that he fight the most. He guessed correctly, took the first round. So what happened in second round? No. Oh. Now whenever you are in the corner, right, you're gonna be guessing about Giovanna's dash in and a lot of things, right? If you want to jump, you gotta make sure that you are not in danger. Now Uma Man gets it wrong, and now not only lost the Oki to Lox, and he's gonna guess again. With the amount of health, is not gonna burst correctly, and finally a 2D can successfully cemented Lox's position in the winners final, and sending Uma Man down to losers. But now I want to take you to the another person, who is Daru. Obviously, Daru came from Korea, but he is also staying in Japan for a while now. He plays at the highest level, and he streams all the time with his favorite character, Ino. As you can see, Daru is the guy on the left. And the person on the right, Sanaka, he is also a Korean. Like he came to EVO Japan to prove himself, and these two are the final Koreans left in the entire EVO Japan. So not only it's kind of sad you see the countrymen has to eliminate each other, but at the same time, this game means a lot to Dao because Sanaka is a happy chaos main. I'm gonna start showing you his game right here. My bad, wrong character, wrong game. God, where the heck did I put this in? Okay, changing it up. Don't tell me that I forgot to put the footage in. Alright? Please.
Get decked.
Told me, oh, you mean yo? I gotta find an to the jump dots, right?
Okay. I'm just gonna accept the fact that I forgot to bring out the footage from Guilty Gear Strive. God damn. But maybe I can find it right here. Yes. Okay. This is the show, right? Sanaka versus Daru. If you don't know, Sanaka is the Happy Chaos player, and Daru being the Ino player. Ino is actually in a huge disadvantage right here. In this matchup, Ino versus Happy Chaos is heavily in Happy Chaos favor because normally Ino supposed to be the one that songs people out and mix up people. Happy Chaos does it way better, but for some reason, Daru just doesn't care. Okay, I know this is a losing matchup, but I'm gonna use it. I stick with Ino. And he start taking one rounds in against Sanaka, even though he's obviously down 1 games already. But also he doesn't give up. He makes it down to 1-1. And at the final round, like Dao has successfully got enough advantage, right? You can see, I'm just gonna put it right here. Dao's down 1 round early, and the second round he brings it back, but now it's not looking good. At first, Happy Chaos got the first hit in, but but Happy Chaos made 1 mistake, right? Happy Chaos made 1 mistake in the entire match, which is letting Ino comes in. When Ino gets close to you, when Ino gets the knockdown and start getting close to you, you gotta be careful of everything that Ino can mix you up. And because Happy Chaos is supposed to be the person that songs people out, he's not, by letting Ino coming in, that's just letting Daru having a free mix-up against you. And honestly, Daru's with this momentum, he successfully carry the entire game and takes the game against Sanakan. And we can see right here he's using the burst skills and takes the game against a losing matchup. Daru's moving on. But what's worse after this? This is not the end. This is not the end. As you can see, I show you a little bit right here. Daru is, because of how the seating works, Daru is fighting against Poker and other Happy Chaos main. And if you don't know, like, do I have to say it again? This is a losing matchup against Eno. But now that, like, Eno, Daru just said, I do it once, I'm gonna do it again, and start playing out of his mind. Like, after taking the first round, even though the final game was on, after taking the first game, even, and then down 2 games. Yes, after taking the first game, Daru is actually down 2 games against Poker, but he successfully just crawling it back, staying alive, even though he knows that he can't even lose a round. He can't even lose a round like here. Okay, baited the gold burst and successfully mixing him up. And then once again, keep jumping, the sheer hopping jump and the constant mix. Who can deal with that? Definitely not Poker. Poker keeps trying and trying. Like, he successfully get the mix and even got the cheat in. But the problem is, once again, he lets Daru get close. And in the end, even though Poker got the first round, putting Daru once again on the verge of elimination, Daru just said, no, I'm gonna play better. I'm gonna play better from now on and keep playing. And what's happened after? What happened after? Even though Poker break the wall and got a really advantage in the final game, final match, he makes another mistake. That will successfully go in, even though the right he blocks it. He didn't block it, but Daru has continued carry the advantage against lose. Once again, taking the set against a losing matchup. Daru's 3-2 Poker in the end. Now, we talk about Daru a lot in this set, right? Now let's take it back to the outside of the losers bracket. We gotta talk about 2 persons right here, TY and Poker. TY, obviously you know him from being the runner-up of the entire. He's being the runner-up of the entire Arch EVO 2023. Or 2022, last season anyway. And Gobon, I believe he and TY is actually matched up a lot of times in Japan's local and also in other major tournaments. So these two actually know each other very well. Normally TY is the winners of this, but let's see how it goes. Like, at first, at the start of the game, TY playing chip, he's getting really early advantage and he's constantly mixing Gobon up and applying pressure. Finally, you can see right here, Gobon's defense cracked and 1 super right here seals the deal. TY is up 2 games to none right off the bat. But what's after this, you probably don't believe me. Gobon is gonna wake up and start saying, okay, I'm gonna play better now. I'm gonna stop sucking and I'm gonna play better. And after winning 1 game, 2 games, and he's bringing it back to the final game, not final round even. You see right now, Gobon is finally being the aggressor he is, and taking constantly start mixing TY up. One command grab, and finally TY with the wake up DP, but also wake up with another one. Gobon is now taking over TY. We first 3-0. And ended up taking the set 3-2. And after this, my bad. my bad. Show you guys the. Okay, just pretend this never happened, okay? Let's pretend this never happened. Okay. Now Gobon is facing Tarawa, the Kai player that is on the winner side, lost to Lox, obviously. And what did he do? Well, he lost the first game, makes it 2-1, but started once again coming back. You see Gobon right here is on set point right now. He's on a lot of early advantage. This to Gobon right now, he's download completed. He understands Tarawas how it feels. But even though Tarawa's trying to come back, he's confirming the super right here. Now let's see how Gobon's react. Okay, I once again makes it to wrong timing, huh? So final 2-2. The game is now 2-2. Gobon's up one round. And is now on the verge of taking it all in this set, right? But Tarawa, after losing the first round, he says, no, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna stay alive. He's not gonna mix me, right? And oh no, one air grab, and now the up-down mix-up. He's gonna guess it. One more guess, the Eddie is still here. Yellow LC helps him stay alive. One more, not helping. But oh, Gobon takes Tarawa 3-2. And now, after what happened to Daru, after what happened to Gobon, twice in a row he's making it back 3-2 in the game. And Daru overcoming the worst matchup in the game. Both of them has come through hell just to get here. Now, but in an open bracket like this, in this format like this, only one can actually come out on top. Who's gonna win? And immediately we are seeing Daurus starting off amazing, going back and forth with Gobon, but still Gobon is giving it all, fighting back in a disadvantage. After taking 1-2 rounds, they makes it to the final game, 2-2 even. And in this game, Gobon is trying so hard to defend against Ino's mix-up, but Daru just continuously keeping his advantage, fighting through. Gobon finally get an air grab to reverse the advantage, and now Gobon is on the offensive, mixing up his opponent. Using Eddie to the academic sub defense so well, but one command grab resets everything. Try the dash under. No, one does not good. One more command grab. Gobon takes the first round. And now what's after this? The final interaction between Dao and Gobon. Of course, like 1D, 2 does 3. 1 is not enough, 2 is not enough. How about the third one? The third one, he can't block it and successful. And finally, Gobon takes down Daru. God damn it. Luckily, no one is here to watch about it. So, I can successfully talk about. Show you this. No. Okay, now. Gobon, after defeating every single one in the loser's bracket, now he is facing Uma Man in the loser's final. So what happened in the loser's final? Gobon just dominated Uma Man. 3-0. It's not even close. Let's show you. I'm just gonna show you this. Uma Man switching to Baiken for Gobon right now. But obviously, Gobon had known this matchup for a while now. He's just gonna not even taking a single hit point of damage in the second round of the second game. Now Uma Man on the verge of defeat, trying to fight against it, successfully bursts out, finally taking the first hit against Sato, and connects with a super and a wall break. Now Uma Man has the Oki. What will he do? He guessed correctly with 1, and no, now Gobon has burst. Yes, and he's guessing with the super. No, he blocks. Uma Man blocks it. On a pixel of health. What does Gobon do? He grabs Uma Man, taking the second round. In the final game, Uma Man's going back to Ram. But no. Oh, Gobon is just telling Uma Man, no, this is not enough. He's on the offensive once again. Uma Man sees himself in the corner, struggling to come back. Successfully gets a hit. And once again, he pulls Gobon in the final corner. But it's too late. But everything is just too little too late. Uma Man got neutral jump on. Uma Man, even though he got in, he got neutral jumped and one air attack. Gobo is taking his everything to the grand final. And in the grand final, is obviously, you can see right here is Lux versus Gobo, right? And Gobo still rocking the Sato, Lux still rocking the Geo. Well, and you can see right here. And you can see right here, is going back and forth a bit, but not anymore, because with just a few interaction, even though Lux is using every bit of Geofather's mix-up, he's trying to defeat him, But now Gobon is just one step ahead of him. He's up 2 games now. Is on the verge of VOing. Lost again, another 3-0. And looking right here, Lox is on the final. On the 3rd game, once again, Gobon is basically untouched, and constant pressure from the side of Gobon. He has successfully reset it with a 3-0 advantage. But now that's not the end for Lox. He is from winners. He still have 1 more set to come. So let's see what happened in the 2nd set. And starting from the 2nd set, you can actually see Lox is actually start playing differently in the entire game. Lox is going on the aggressive all the time because, you know, against Gobon, against a Sato player, Gio's advantage needs to be on the aggressive to activate. But no, Gobon is fighting back. As long as one person gets a knockdown, the mix is gonna come, alright? You gotta guess. If you're gonna guess, you gotta guess correctly. That's just the game. And finally, you can see right now, Gobon got put in the corner, but Lox is fighting back out. And Gobon once again puts Lox into another corner. And no more guessing for you. Ooh, successfully gets the grab. But no, finally taking a round off from Gobon. But after this round, it basically is all Gobon. 1 game. And 2 game. In 2nd game, Lox is not even getting around, and he still have the burst for the entire game. And Rig Up Mash gets him the 2nd game. And in the 3rd game, it's not even close. It's basically Gobon showing off right now. Even though Lox put on the great show, Lox is trying his best to fight back. It's not gonna be it. This is not gonna be it. Gobon get the advantage, get the wall break, full health, and in the final interaction, 1 perfect to seal it off. This is Gobon winning Guilty Gear Strive in EVO Japan 2023. This is Gobon. Gobon is the EVO Japan 2023 Guilty Gear Strive winners. This is the final bracket. As you can see right here, Gobon's fought to the nail for almost every game in losers semifinal. 3-2, 3-2, and once again 1 more 3-2 against Daru. But in the losers final against Uma Man and Lox, he just starting 3-0ing everyone, not losing a single game. This is how crazy Gobon in the final is. And moving on, we got Tekken 7, right? Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is a great game, obviously, but obviously it has been around for a very long time. So we gotta take a look at who fell out of top 8 just before top 8. You can see a lot of familiar name. Nobi is out, Atif is out, Cephas Black is out, Book is out, Osan is out, AK is out, Ni is out. All this player has been at least a champion 1 or twice in the entire history of competitive Tekken 7, right? So seeing all this player goes out is actually crazy. And in the final top 8 bracket, you got Jiken, Renshu, Meo L, Arson Ash, Sing, Lohai, Watanabe, and Murgo. The first thing you can see right here is evenly spread out from Korea and Japan. Obviously, it's on the Japan side because it's a Japan tournament that they got the home field advantage. They got Lamopil participating, but still, it's basically split from these two countries, right? And one person standing out is, of course, Arslan Ash, the lone hero from Pakistan. He obviously all the player from Pakistan is out before Arslan Ash, right? So if Pakistan wants to stay his dominance after Tekken World Tour, Arslan Ash has to carry the game, right? But it's not like he's never done it before. He's done it in another EVO. He's just gonna do it again. So what happened now? The very first game, Jiken on the left and Ranchu on the right. The very first game of the top 8 Tekken 7 tournament. Jiken using Rosie and Julia, and Ranchu using Julia. It is a close game in my eye. Right? After a 1-1 finish, it went down to the wire. In the final game, the 4th round, you see right here, Ranchu getting the early advantage. They knock down and start combining, carry it all the way to the wall. But one final hit, you see Ranchu taking the set, but he's shaking his head because he doesn't think he played his best. This is professionals, guys. This is how professionals sees the game. It's not like any of us do, right? But still, Jiken lost the game 1-2. Ranchu moves on. But what's after is much more interesting. Arslan Ash, the person I just talked about, the Pakistan last hope, is facing off against Meo L from Korea. And obviously, Arslan Ash, he's known for a lot of different character, and Meo L, he's known for his geese ever since the release of the 2D character, and everybody hates geese, right? And what happened here? I have 3 different things to show you. Like, this is an extremely close match. Right now, down to the wire in the very first game. Like, obviously, Arslan Ash has been finding this game really close. Like, nobody knows how strong. Like, everybody knows how strong Geese is and how strong Savina is. Both of them are top tier character, right? But the thing is, Geese is a 2D character, so basically everybody hates Geese. And now Geese being the fireball user, he's trying to run away. And when he got the block, a guaranteed follow-up normally. And a guaranteed follow-up. Male L bets on everything that Arslan Ash will follow up, and immediately busts out the super and takes the first game. But that's not the end. And the final game, just to prove that Arslan Ash is here came to play, he's gonna show him who's boss. He's up 2 game right now. Both of them are in the final sliver of health, and immediately take the first game. 3-0, no round gain from Meo L. And in the final game, and it's down to the final round again. But this time it's not close at all. Arslan Edge just proved that he's downloaded enough information from Geese. Geese did this amazing parry right off the end of this round, but actually it's just too little too late. One side step from Arslan Edge with the Savina, one punish and he is moving on to the winner's semi. But on the losers bracket though, the losers is actually even crazier. Now Saint and Low High, both of them are amazing player on their own, right? And Saint the Japanese player and Low High the Korean player, and they are up against each other. Saint is a Jack player, and Low High is playing Shaheen. At first, this game is, I would say, not very close. The first game is almost a total well, the first game is basically a complete dominance on Low High's side. You don't know what happened. Even though Saint's just slowly crawling back a bit, he's turning back, but trying to run back, but one ground break and one sequence after Low High is taking the first game. In the second game, Saint successfully comes back. In the fourth game, Saint in one interaction using blocking the. In one final interaction, Saints got the life lead. Saints got the life lead early on, and in the end, Low High betting with nothing to do. Low High betting it all on the rage art, hoping that it will hit and stop the timer. But no, obviously he blocks that and takes the health lead and the time over and takes the second game. All right, and in the final game, Low High just proving that he's a better player this time. Saint is also a Korean player. Proving he's a much better player. In the final interaction, now you see him down his health. Okay, this right here is the last game of the losers round 1 between Saints and Low High, right? Now Low High getting the launcher, and now one slide to continue his damage and one knockback, and finally a low to close it out, completing winning, taking the set 2-1 against Saints, and Saints fell to Low High 1-2. And what's after is another losers brackets match, losers round 1 between Watanabe versus Murgo. And in this time, Watanabe is the Elisa player and Murgo, obviously a Claudio player. And once again, I'm going to show you the final match of the game. Oh no. I believe there is one more round that was noticed about, which is the third round of the Watanabe and Murgo game. Right now, you can see right now it's down 2 rounds. Watanabe has to perform a comeback to get the back to win, but now he said his download completed. One One slam against him, and now it's down. But now Murgo is coming back with a vengeance. He sees Watanabe down to final pixel of hell, but Watanabe wake up with a knockdown and connects into a wage arc, taking back the game. And not only that, he stays alive. And after this Watanabe's just like flipping a switch, he continue his momentum. He continue his momentum right here, as you can see right here. As you can see in the final interaction of the match, Watanabe one kick from Watanabe successfully taking over this match. Defeating Murgo 2-1. Now Mayo F dropping from the winners, and he's now facing low high. Both of them from Korea. Both of them are from Korea, and this is not the first time they are facing each other, right? Oh, wrong match. So in the losers quarterfinal, it is an interesting match because in right here, you can see it started off Mayo L wasn't playing the best. Low high seems that he got him figured out. He's continuing one match, two match. He's taking it over. It seems like he's gonna take over this entire round, right? But Mayo L's like, no, okay, I'm gonna stop playing bad now. I'm gonna start playing good. And started right now. He's now putting low high on rage mode, but no tag to throw, and one hit no confirm. And finally, one slide from him. Looks like he's gonna lose this game, but no, he's gonna bring it back. Now, this is the start of everything. This is the start of his entire game, right? Knowing that he takes the next game, and he's now on the verge of reversing 3-0 in this entire round. He's now on almost even life, but there is 2-bar and maximal for Mayo L. One parry and a block wage arc final game. One parry in the final. Let's take a look at it again. One parry when there is 4 seconds left, basically cementing the entire win for Mayo L. And with that momentum carrying Mayo L, in the second game, it is not even close. One game, two game, and in the final game is straight up basically perfect against low high. Yes, the 7 golden letter. He gets a perfect on low high in the final game. Mayo L basically called download complete, and 2-0 low high sends him home. And on the other side, the losers and the winners, G-Ken is fighting Watanabe, right? Of course, I want Watanabe to win because Elisa's bikini skin is extremely attractive, and I am a sucker for that. And in this round, it's basically a Watanabe show. Like, even though G-Ken has some great moment like this one, like getting around between Watanabe, but throughout the entire set, it's basically under Watanabe's control. for instance, right now is taking 1 round, but he gets a grab. Elisa gets a grab. Now everything's come back, right? The dive kick one more time. And using every bar to cement the victory. Oh, he missed the rage art right there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But no, doesn't matter. 1 DP ends it all. Seals it for Watanabe. That seals the deal for GCan, and Watanabe moves on 2-0. GCan distracted by Bikini, lost 0 and 2. But now, back to the winner's side of things, okay? On the winner's side, Arslan Ash is facing again Ranchu. From once again, another Korean player, and these two has been playing this game, playing each other all the time, basically right now in every major tournament. And Ranchu for this matchup came prepared. Ranchu busts out the Panda against Arslan Ash Savina. Maybe he knows it better than. Maybe he knows the matchup much better than everyone else, because everyone might expecting Julia to come out. But obviously, Ranchu knows his stuff. He picks the stage with a wall, and now in the very first game, Ranchu gets a lot of damage in against Arslan Ash, but Arslan Ash is continuously holding on. Even though with an early disadvantage, Arslan Ash played well, gets correctly blocking the low and also getting the final launcher. I believe one more low. Oh no, one more hit to end the match, taking the first round, and immediately Ranchu sticking with this character and continue the game. But obviously Ranchu, and now we finally see Ranchu and his strategy against Arslan Ash, right? This is now this matchup on full display. If you don't know, Ranchu, the reason why he chose Panda in this specific stage is because for Panda or Kuma player, in the stage with a wall, it's really easy for Panda to push out huge damage, right? So once Panda can get an advantage in, he can obviously makes Arslan Ash continuously guessing, and you see right here in this interaction, one big damage coming in, putting Arslan Ash on rage mode. But now it's too little too late for Arslan Ash. It looks like he's trying to come back, but no. Game 2 is Arslan. If you say game 1 is Arslan Ash basically scraping by for Panda, game 2 is Ranchu's. Game 2 is Ranchu's. Game 2 is how Ranchu brings it back with Panda showcasing his idea of the game, right? But this is a best of 5. It's not over yet, but now you offering up Savina, Arslan Ash a counter pick on the stage, and immediately Arslan Ash picks the Infinite Azuro. This is a stage without any of the wall. So he's hoping like a stage switch could probably counterpick Ranchu's idea, because Ranchu cannot choose another character. He has to stick with the Panda in the endless stage like this. And now it seems, and obviously it seems that Arslan Ash has the right idea, right? He obviously knows what Ranchu's on about. He knows what he wants, and one Ranchu tried to bet it all on the rage art, but still not enough. Ashland Ash blocked the Rage Arc and complete this and winning the third game and on the urge of winning the entire set. But in the fourth game, immediately Wanchu is going back to the stage with a wall, right? Because right now he needs damage. He needs to beat Arson. He believes this place is the best chance of Ranchu himself beating Ashland Ash, right? And honestly, he's correct. He is correct. Even though in the fourth round of the game, even on the fourth round of game 4, Panda got to rage early, but he constantly guessing correctly, and now with the final game, he's ending the game with a rage art, successfully pulling it back. But now you just handing the counter pick opportunity back to Arslan, and immediately Arslan is back on that infinite Azure. And you know what? The counter pick was correct. It is obviously, it makes it like from a bystander standpoint, now we know how important it is for Ashland Ash to winning that first game, right? Because winning the first game in Ranchu's preferred stage, it just shows that that allows Ashland Ash to have the final counter pick in the final game. And the advantage is showing right here, right now. But Ranchu is trying, obviously he's not going to go out like this, right? He's trying to stay alive. This is an interesting interaction. One grabs, now Ranchu's on rage, blocking the low with one launcher, and a big rage art, failing to follow up, but one bus slam is enough to winning the third round. But everything that happens in this game is proven to be too little, too late, because Ashland Ash in the fourth round is taking the advantage, taking the initiative, and successfully guessing everyone. One side step to take it all. One side step to take it all in the winners final. With that, we move on to the next game. Male L versus Watanabe. The Geese versus Bikini. Do I have anything special to talk about in this game? Like, not really. Maybe in this final game, final round, Watanabe is actually pulling in his work right here. But Male Elsky's proven too strong. Using everybody's arsenal and taking the first game, and right after one stage change, Watanabe is going back to his preferred stage, and now successfully brought in it back. But still, once again, Male L download completed. One parry and puts in the corner and using the maximal activate, and now is on in one interaction he's on rage mode, and finally one hit for Watanabe will seals it for Male L. Now fireball, he's like you see Male L trying trying to hit him with fireball, one more hit, one more fireball, and finally end the entire thing with a slide. Male L moves on. No more bikini. So let's just have a moment of silence for the bikini. There's no more bikini for Tekken 7 from now on. Let's hopefully Tekken 8 we got some more costume like this. So Male L, after winning all the way, carrying all this momentum, he's gonna face off against Ranchu. Like, if you remember correctly, both of this player are knocked down by the man Arslan Ash himself. So both of them are looking for a run back, obviously, right? Both of them are out for blood. And now Ranchu is back on Julia again, facing Geese. This match is an amazing one. If you haven't watched it, I would suggest you to watch it yourself. But now in the fourth game, where Julia Ranchu get the first round, but now Male L is turning on the heat right now. One parry into two lows, ending the entire game. Now going into the fourth game, Male Elf have one boss to work with. Not a lot, but it's enough for Geese in Tekken 7, right? And Ranchu trying to hang on because he knows losing this round means that he will lose the entire game and losing the chance in the grand final, right? But no, Male L decided to end it all. One counter hit low into Maximo activate, and just like that, Male L books the ticket to grand final, looking for revenge. Now Arslan Ash is fighting against Male L. But a repeat of the winners round 1, right? What would happen? Savina versus Geese. What happened? I'm just gonna tell you what happened here is incredible. Like, Male L obviously goes on the aggressive, trying to attack as much as he can, taking 2 rounds, taking 2 against 1 early on in the first game, right? But that's not the end for Arslan Ash. Even though Arslan Ash got didn't get the first hit, but he just keep his calm, fighting back using Safina's crazy mix-up. Constantly getting one low, 2 lows in, and now taking another game. And now in the final game of the first and the final round of the first match, the final interactions, as you can see right here, both of them are really cautious. He's got an early knockdown. Not only that, he's now you see right here, Male L is on the verge of winning the first game. But in Tekken 7 world, in the fighting game world, health is not about how much, right? Health is about yes or no. Arslan Ash knows this, and he immediately goes on the aggressive. He's get the first hit right here, and the second hit, and one more for the rage art, and taking the first game just like that. Now the momentum shift. Male L having all the momentums in the world, winning everything, going to the grand finals, and now losing to a comeback to Arslan Ash. He's not gonna feel good. So obviously he's trying to fight back. He's getting the first round in the second game, but after that, it's all Ash and Ash. It's all Ash and Ash. Even though Male L tried to come back in full health against half, Ash and Ash getting the one hit in this round. And now Ash and Ash is looking for blood. He's now looking to end this game right here, right now, putting Male L on rage. What are you doing? It's not gonna work like that. And one hit for Ash and Ash to seal it. Is it gonna be high? It's gonna be low. It's gonna be high. Now 2-0 for Ash and Ash. 2-0. After this, it is a show. This is a show for Ash and Ash. Up 2-game, Male L is on the verge of defeat. And of course, Male L doesn't want to lose like this, right? Ash and Ash is now up 2-0. Normally, people would be either too excited to play too eager, and that where the mistakes comes in. Male L, you think Male L utilized this time and gets the parry, right? But no. Ash and Ash is still Ash and Ash. Ash and Ash is here to tell you why he is the best player in Tekken 7 right now. Going against 2-0 in the final game. And now, not only that, Ash and Ash is once again getting another hit. And even though with a bit of poke from Male L, he's successfully taking the entire game for Ash and Ash. No round loss in the final game. Another 3-game streaks in the winners finals, I have said. In the grand final, actually. Another 3-0s in the grand final. So you gotta be happy for this. It's because the thing is gonna be crazy. Right? All this time, it constantly is just 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 for every grand final. And obviously, this is Ash and Ash winning, holding up his trophy for Tekken 7 in EVO Japan 2023. This is the final match, right? You see Ash and Ash the whole time he's staying in the winners semi, winners final, and grand final the whole time. Ash and Ash is right now the best player for. Right now, Ash and Ash is the best player for Tekken 7. There's no denying that. And after this, what do we got? Actually, it's everybody's favorite, or my favorite game, Street Fighter V. Of course, now people would be knowing this as Luke Fighter 5, right? Luke Fighter 5. This is the top 8 bracket. Obviously, Street Fighter is in Japan. It's an extremely huge game. But basically, a lot of people in the FGC Japan, in Japan's FGC, they will probably play Street Fighter V at one point in their life, right? That's why a lot of people in this name is probably the craziest region in Street Fighter right now, and basically everyone can win everyone. As you can see, the some famous name for Japan is right here, like Higuchi, Machabo, Nemo, Momochi, and Toimeshi. But of course, there are other people from other representatives. They're right here, Mono, Punk, and Oil King. But the first thing you see this, right? The first question you gotta ask, where's the Luke? Higuchi means Guile, Machabo means the Kali, Mono means Fang, Nemo means Urien, Momochi plays Cody, even though he can place everyone. Punks did play a Luke in Street Fighter V, Torimeshi is a Dawson main, Oil King is a Rashid main. There is only like one Luke player in this bracket in the top 8. What happened? Well, basically because even though, yes, I hate seeing Luke. Luke is extremely strong at Street Fighter V, but in top level competitiveness, Luke, probably everyone knows how to play against Luke, probably because everyone knows how they can win against Luke, and that's why not a lot of Luke player. And one more thing, this is basically what this top 8 has been. Nemo played basically all his match using Gil. Punk used Luke sometimes, but right now he's not playing. But right now he's not even playing with Luke. And of course, Oil King is even switching out to Seth even. So it's crazy because there's basically no Luke in the top 8. That just shows you how much better for Street Fighter V in this stage at this moment, which is kind of sad because Street Fighter V is at its final moment, right? EVO Japan 2023 is the final big tournament for Street Fighter V. So let's jump into what happened in the tournament, right? Obviously, the first 2 characters you want to notice is about Punk and Mano. Both of them is the North America Last Hope. Everybody is cheering on for them to win, and even Kawano is cheering for Punk on his Twitter, obviously. And also, since my man Hot Dog 29 failed to qualify, just fell short right before top 8, and I have to cheer on my other guy, Oil King, right? Just because in terms of geography, I'm very close to Oil King, so I'm just gonna say Oil King's gonna win this. I've been supporting Oil King for this entire event. Let's start talking about the tournament, the matchup, right? To start the day, we have Higuchi and Machabo. Higuchi, obviously the Guile player, and Machabo, the Nakali player. Like, obviously, these two have been playing each other for a million times, right? In every major tournament, in even Street Fighter Leagues, and even in the Capcom Cup tournament qualifier. Both of them are basically looking for moments to prove themselves that they are extremely well in the very last Street Fighter V tournaments, like right before it ends. Because obviously Street Fighter 6 is coming out right now. It's coming out in June. So obviously we want that to happen. But Machabo is proving that he knows the matchup. He knows how to play Higuchi. Higuchi is the young representative for Japan player. The young generation of the Japan FGC. And he's been... And I believe last time he won in a huge tournament like this is in the online Capcom Cup, the fake Capcom Cup against Daigo. And the entire thing is not looking, even though Higuchi obviously looking for ways to prove moments to prove himself, right? But unfortunately, Machabo is just better. He's just playing out of his mind. As you can see, one grab right here. One jump in here leads to big damage. Immediately follow up with a CA. Okay. And a wake up meaty. Not guessing correctly that Guile Higuchi doesn't want to wake up with anything and immediately getting payoff and winning the round with the corner carry and the CA. Winning the set with a meaty and the punish. Machabo wins 3-1 against Higuchi. Up next, we got Mono and Nemo on the winner's side. Obviously, we all like Mono. He's from NA, he's NA representative, and he's very nice. And even though he's a Fang player, but let's not talk about it, let's just focus on the game. This is a close game, right? Like both of these characters is not considered good S tier character, like a good character or an X tier character in every other regions, in any sort of tier list, right? Nobody likes them. Nobody thinks that they are extremely good. But Nemo has been playing guilds for a long time, and Mono has been a Fang user for a very long time and won some majors with it. So it's actually interesting to see both of them are in the top 8 and winner size even. And as you can see right here in the final interactions, like even though Mono gets a lot of good hits in, it's about the advantage is on the Nemo side. One violent knee job, cryokinesis, trying to throw, not working. One more violent knee job, didn't get a punish, but now Mono gets the punish on the aggressive, but unfortunately the slide under doesn't work. Nemo reacted and punished him, and taking the 4th game actually. And in the final round, final interaction between Mono and Nemo, the game got extremely close. Obviously 3 trigger activated for Gil, but and unfortunately 1 confirmed leads to critical art and taking it for Nemo. Nemo is moving on. I'm just gonna delete this. Why the hell is wrong? And the name is also wrong. Jesus Christ. And up next, we got Momochi versus Punk, right? And in this particularly match, Punk surprised everyone and decided to go with Claw, Balrog in Japan, and actually Fager in the US version. As you can see right here, Punk has an idea of how this matchup goes out. He doesn't like playing Luke against Cody because how Cody is played, how strong Cody is. And in the end, Momochi takes over the first game, the first round, the first game. And even though Punk is pulling back has, like, you can actually see when Punk's strategy works, he understands the matchup works. Claw can actually take a round against Momochi's Cody. But unfortunately for Punk, it is not quite enough. Momochi is always 1 step ahead against of him. And trying to him, and all the jumps in are going unanswered. And once again, wake up, got the meaties in, then trying to attack the throw probably for Punk. And now Momochi is up 1-0. But now, this is where the problem kicks in. Right now, Punk is having some issues with the monitors. He's talking to the production. The production doesn't know English, all right. So he started using Google Translate in between the match. And now he's calling him over. And this is where the infamous tweet comes in. So fucking annoying. I just want to play. Why can't they just use regular monitor? Always some dumb shit. This is tweeted from Punk during the monitor debacle that happens during the Momochi versus Punk set. So obviously the entire show is going on, and they just keep talking about a lot of things that happen, and Momochi is raiding on the other side. The chat is having its fun, and at one point, I believe they trying to move. They're trying to move the entire things up. Yes, as you can see right here, I have the footage right here. They are trying to change the monitor during the set because obviously there are some monitor issues. You can't play with an unoptimized setup, right? You see here rating, and still, unfortunately for Punk, even with the monitor switch, he's obviously playing much better now, but still a lot. Claw still, even with the monitor switch, he's trying his best to win. Punk's trying his best to win, even though he's looking promising. It is not working. Punk's Claw loses 2-0. Now, this is where the character switch for Punks comes in. Punks finally decided to go with Karen in the final game, final match. Like, why not, right? But it's not. Obviously, it doesn't work very well. In round 1, in the final game, Punk got stunned by Momochi, and in the final round, one interaction also put Punk's Karen on stuns, and finally ended the entire set. And this is how Punk loses and fell out. Of course, I want to talk about what happened after this tweet, but I believe that is a thing that I should leave it later. And moving on, in the bracket is Oil King versus Torimeshi. Torimeshi obviously being the Dawson player. It should be like Dawson being an extremely strong character and Torimeshi being the Dawson main. He knows how to play against him, and in Street Fighter V, Dawson is the strongest character right beside Luke. And there are only a few matchup that is good against Dawson, and the only one being Rashid, actually. So luckily for my man Oil King right here, he is actually a Rashid player. Even though it started out not as amazing, or you can actually see right here. Like Dawson being absolutely amazing and also rushing down and also zoning out people. Oil King tried to bust out a reversal, but doesn't work like that. So Torimeshi takes the first game, but now Oil King says, I'm gonna start playing better now. Oil King is doing his best to call out as much as free skills as he can, and he's utilized every opportunity to go in and mixing up Torimeshi, trying to grab the win. And you see, and as you can see right here in the second game, Oil King successfully gets the tray. You can see right here, jump back, and gets the tray and takes this second game of the match. Finally, after a little more back and forth, the game is going into final game and final round. The entire set, once again, is extremely good. So I highly suggest you to watch it. And now you can see right here, Oil King is on the aggressive. Free ship out for Dawson. And when he's teleport, Oil King is there to the punish. Keep constantly putting Torimeshi into the corner, right? One hit, basically on the final magic pixel with Torimeshi. Torimeshi is trying to do this, and it's looking like he could perform another comeback on Oil King, right? But Oil King busts out the unique tech. Have you caught it? I'm gonna show it one more time. The forbidden tag for Oil King. Facing against the EX Fireball from Dawson, Oil King decided to EX dive kicks, and on the up, he traded with Dawson and barely surviving the interaction with Torimeshi. No yogas, no more. Oil King wins 2-3. And now, with both of the losers player moving on, now Momochi is now facing Mono. Well, what happened here is I would be kind of sad for Mono. Like, even though Momochi obviously doesn't know, I don't think he knows the matchup really well, but still Cody is a much better character, right? One hit from Cody, you can expect like 40-60% of health is gonna be gone. And you can actually see the entire thing that happens. You can see the entire thing that happens in here. One interaction, like one throw, two throw, and now starting the knife plus frame, trying to dash up against him. No, jumped in and like this interaction is probably my favorite one. Like in the final moment of the second game, as you can see right here, Fang is closing in. I got the low activation, but misses the follow up, trying to EX something back, but Momochi grabs the opportunity to use the super and close out the second game. Strong. But now Momochi, this is the fourth game in the entire set. Momochi is up again and constantly in the corner applying pressure. Mono after EX that's plus frame, and now Momochi, one hit is all he needs to take this to take the first round in the 4th game. And one low medium successfully gets him. And now in the final game, once again, one hit from Cody actually puts him in the corner and also brings out huge damage. And after the EX Song Knuckle is plus frame and got the shimmy and the heavy punish. Now one hit is all he needs again to finish this set. Oh wait, no, not this one, sorry. And right now on the verge of defeat, Mano gets hit. And now Momochi with activation and the corner and constant plus flame for Momochi and one shimmy. Oh, that's all she wrote. Momochi is eliminating Mano in the losers bracket. Mano fell 1-3. Momochi moves on. And now on the other side of the losers bracket, Higuchi versus Oil King. What happened there? Well, what happened is actually interesting because Oil King switched from Rashid to Seth, a character once again that's not known to be the most top tier character, but definitely a solid character compared to Fang and other character. For instance, there are some unique tech like this against Fireball. If Seth free skill can caught him, he's now stolen Sonic Boom from him and set up a really good Oki against the Quick Rise from Guile. But everything in this matchups relies on Seth's free trigger, right? For instance, I'm gonna show you interaction right here. Now, Seth charges his free skill up and activates it. And if you try to re-reversal it in the wrong time, this is what happened. But now Oil King got the mix-ups in. This is how Oil King takes the first game. And now let's do a little. Let's jump a little bit to the 4th game and the 4th game and 2nd round. Let's get right here. Once again, Oil King successfully put Higuchi in the corner, and Higuchi fight back out, but unfortunately got free skill in. Caught the quick wise with the meaty. One EX fast kicks out of the corner. Now in the final, one interaction, get the activation and also the game. Oil King moving on. Let's take a look at this again. The entire thing is actually beautiful. Like, one free skill to create the knockdown quick rise and caught him with the meaty setup. And now all it left is one thing, right? EXDP, EX flash kick out of the way. And now it's out. One jumps in. The timing is perfect. And successfully getting the free trigger up and seals the deal for Higuchi. Higuchi, found the thing, he got mixed, he got jumped in, lose to Oil King 3-1. And now 2 of the main losers bracket player Yes, beating every single one in this way, beating 2 sets in a row. And now his fate is facing each other. Oil King and Momochi. What happened in this match? Basically, Momochi, Cody, and what about Oil King? Who is he gonna bring? Who is he gonna bring out this time? And turns out it's Seth. Honestly, you don't know the matchup because obviously Cody is much better character, and if Oil King's gonna win, it all comes down to Seth's free trigger, right? And now, if you take a look at the start of the first game, it doesn't spell good. I think that's too good for Oil King. Because whenever Momochi goes in, gets a hit, and every time Oil King gets a chance to activate his free trigger, it doesn't look like it works. Like right here, he goes in with the charge Song Knuckle and just comes in, shimmy Oil King's out. That's how crazy the thing is. And the things I believe finally turns around is actually in the 4th game. Right? This is around where Oil King starts off really amazing, even though got some chip damage in. and Oil King continuously mixing him one overhead fake and got him. And getting the perfect in the first game, in the first round of the 4th game. And this is, I believe, where the momentum shift, because right now, one game for Momochi would be enough. Right, Oil King can never lose. Can never lose a game to him, because that would be the end for the entire match. But finally, we see right here in the second round of the 4th game, Oil King constantly tries to jump in and using the advantage of him having the dive kick, trying to mix Momochi. Like right now, he successfully gets the one and catches the walk forward from Momochi with the freeze trigger, and now the mix begin. Like Momochi gets the Edu, doesn't get it this time, but one confirmed from the low and into the Song Knuckle. Now Momochi is on match point. But for Oil King, that time is the one time that he caught Momochi with the free trigger. So that is actually some good for him. And one dive kick from Oil King finally hits. This could be different for Oil King. And we can actually see what's gonna happen next. Got the counter hit, no confirm, and now keep jumping in, and now mixing up with the early dive kick. No, but the mix-up works. Oh, the final jumps in. The final jumps in works, and now with the super, it's gonna put Momochi very low. What he needs one super, but Cody got the Song Knuckle. Look at it, so much damage just gone. Honestly, when I look at this, I thought this is the end for Oil King. But you know what? My man Oil King just said what he do when he wakes up. I'm gonna mash low. I'm gonna mash light. And immediately winning the entire this game of this. And now finally it's 2-2. Now 2-2. Now Momochi get the Sonoko on the offensive, if bringing it back to final game, final round. But now finally Oil King gets a hit, right? It's not gonna get confirmed right here. One free trigger like this, and the explosion from the free trigger ball, and finally hitting him with the free trigger, and got the O-key, one throw, one dive kick, and gets the stun. And this is how Oil King takes the set over Momochi and moves on to losers semi. But before we can talk about who Oil King is gonna face in the loser semi, we gotta talk about Nemo versus Machobo, right? Obviously, both of them has been playing each other's a lot in the entire sets, right? You should know that they know each other's character so much, right? But by how much actually? Like both of them got crazy hair, but like in this entire match, we know fully about matchup knowledge. It's like that they have been playing each other so many times that they figure out what is the true block string and what is not. As you can see right here, one. As you can see right here, when Machobo trying to take his turn, he used the storm, but Nemo knowing what the frame data is, he successfully contests and gets the tray and takes the round. This is the level of knowledge, and this is a level of knowledge. This is the level of competition we are looking at between these two. And in the final game, Machobo started off really strong, getting a perfect early on. But in the second round, Nemo comes back, right? Getting a confirm right here. Constantly applying pressure with the pyrokinesis, cryokinesis, slow fireball. He's not gonna get punished. But whenever Machobo whips, it looks like the punish coming like right now. and one more punish caused the dash, and now final game, final round again. After it jumps in, Gills immediately turns on into his super, and now he has a huge light lift on Nemo's side, and one counter hit and one hit into the combo, and now Nemo is on grand final, knocking Machabo to the losers final. Now after taking down Momochi, after Oil King take down Momochi, now he's gonna face Machabo, right? And I'm not sure you know, but back in earlier in the bracket, Machabo is actually the person who knocks Oil King down to the losers. So right now, Oil King has to overcome his demon, and in order for Oil King to go back to win and goes to the winner, go to the grand final, right? And let's not wait and see how it happens. And as always, Oil King sticking with the Seth, believing he's the better character in this matchup, and the results is actually showing. He's taking out the first round. Even though Machabo takes the second one. But in the third game final round, you can see right here, Seth gets the activation, and the overhead gas is, and once again the free trigger into the mix-up works out for Oil King, and now Oil King is one game away from moving on to grand final. And obviously, Oil King played out his mind in the fourth game final round. One jumps in from Nakali, and Oil King successfully caught that and punished with a reactionary super. But that might not be enough because Machabo pulls off a better comeback, not enough of the knife lead. And now he needs a free trigger to work. And once again, it works out for him. Spending every single resources to get final match, and when he wakes up, one low caught Machabo not blocking, and now Oil King moves on to grand final. But obviously, when Oil King moves on to the grand final, I want to take a look at this. On every grand final so far since KOF 15, Shanghai against CJC 3-0, Gorbon versus Locks 6-0, and Arsenal versus MAOL 3-0. What do you think happened in Nemo versus Oil King, right? Oil King, obviously for Oil King, he put on a show, and Nemo tries his best to win, but the dive kick is proven too much for Nemos to handle. Not only Oil King taking the first round, first game even, and then the second game, both of which Nemo is using Gil. And the third game, Nemo's decided to switch it up. He's back to he's using his third character, Folk. And does it work? Of course not. Like with Folk, when Seth uses his figures, stole his skill. With Folk, when Seth successfully used 3 skill to steal her skill, he's giving him more to put pressure on Nemo, on himself. So Oil King just uses it constantly and keeping the mix-up going on. And straight up 3-0. Now, even though Nemo got the reset, get out of the corner right here and get the range that he won, trying to zone him out with the blast, but everything is just not enough right now. One jump in proof is not enough, and look at this mix-up. It is disgusting. One makes up to get enough meter for the super, and then goes for the chip. I don't like seeing this. Seeing this when I saw the light DP happen, I thought there's mistakes, but no, it is not. Oil King is just too good. Now, grand final reset. And now in the game, Nemo is now during the reset. Nemo switches to Urian, believing this is the final chance for him to win 1 games, right? But Oil King is sticking with the. But Oil King obviously has to stick with the Seth. On Nemo's side, it's looking. But when it comes to Nemo in the first game, it looks like Urian was the right choice, right? He finally takes the one. He finally take with Urian, Nemo is taking the first game in the reset. Nemo is taking the first round with the Nemo is taking the first round in the resets with Urian. It looks like it's the right choice for Nemo, right? But right now, Oil King is just. But right now, Oil King is another beast. He's trying to move away, not letting him activate and successfully avoid the activation. And now down without any free trigger, but now wake up with button. But like right now, But right now, obviously, what do you do is in this situation? What do you do in this situation? When you're down on health, you get thrown, your opponents got Oki. You can quick rise up, but what do you do? Do you block? Do you block? Do you hit a button? What do you do? Well, Oil King wakes up with the light. Wakes up with the light into the Thousand Fists and into Super. Surviving the surviving the second round. And now Nemo is gonna be pissed because this is the one chance for him to get a game even. But now, oh, and Nemo missed the meaty, probably because of the PS4 setup. And now one more shimmy. Oil King is on the verge of winning again. And another shimmy. He guesses wrong. Oh, but now Urian has the mirror set up. What do you do? What do you do as Oil King? It's not gonna kill. You mash, of course. You mash is trying to jump, and now with the free trigger mix up, Oil King take the first game in the grand final reset. And the second game, Oil King is up 1 round. Once again, Urian's on a tear, trying to make it work. And finally, Seth gets the corner, but doesn't have the free trigger. Now he does, but he is down half a bar of health. What do? You goes in, dash in, caught him, didn't defend, and now question is, how do you mix him? No, it's not enough. Successfully block it, but doesn't take the throw. Oh, and oh, Urian gets the mirror. That should be it, right? Yes, that is it. So the third round in the second game, Oil King continues to jumps in. Nemo is failing to react to all as it jumps in. He's constantly kept on block. He doesn't really feel like he can react to any of it. And finally, in the last game, in the third game of the grand final resets, Nemo switches back to Gil. Like, it makes sense, right? Gil is his main character in this entire tournament. It keeps it brought him all the way here. But fighting Seth, is this enough? Is this enough? The answer is obviously not. The constant jumps in, the timing, look at it. When he jumps in and leads to another free trigger setup and into a grab to finish off the first game, to finish off the first round. And now with the second, and now in the second round, Gil has an early lead. Gil is now having an early lead. And overhead from Gil, but now there's a slide knockdown for Seth's side. One throw and another another cross up. But now this time, oh no, that is not it. But obviously, right? This is the moment where the comebacks happen. One slide tackle, free ships out of the problem, knocks him away. But no, one throw from Oil King starts everything. One cross up, but no, cuts counter hit, but doesn't happen anything. Second hit, but now free reversal too late. He got caught with the ball, and now into the combo punish and super. Is it enough to kill? That's enough. That is enough to kill. And that, ladies and gentlemen, Oil King is your EVO. Oil King is your EVO Japan 2023 Street Fighter V champion. Like, this entire event has been crazy. I'm gonna teach you one Chinese word, one Chinese phrases, to let you know how to celebrate this. Like, if you want to tweet that, Oil King, if you want to say this on his stream, you can use this. I'm gonna teach you this. 太神了. Basically, it means godlike, right? You can try to repeat that after me. This is 太神了，太神了，太神了，太神了. This is basically telling you how godlike Oil King has been the entire tournament. And I hope you use it well. I hope you use it better. So, that would be the end of the tournament side of the coverage of EVO Japan 2022. This is the final bracket for Street Fighter V. But let's talk about other stuff, right? Let's talk about something that happened within inside the entire. Let's talk about what happened in the entire EVO Japan 2023. Of course, a lot of good things, a lot of bad things happen. What is the good thing that happens? Oh shit! Once again. 1 second. I'm sorry, I had to get some water because my throat is sort of giving up. So, what is actually the good thing that happened in EVO Japan 2023? Well, of course, let's talk about the goods. It's EVO, it's hype, it's a lot of competitive matchup, a lot of big names right there. Especially when it comes to international tournament, we only see a lot of tournaments that happen on the NA side. We doesn't see a lot that happens on the Asia side. Is like I'm very happy because of it, right? And also the great crowd. I wouldn't say that their reaction is great because it's very silence, but a lot of interaction from the player is actually really good. And also a bunch of overseas players also participated. And there are some big announcements for Melty Blood. Like I said, I don't really care because unless you got my girl Okita Soden, I'm not gonna care about it. And also KOF 13 is getting rollback. A rollback for KOF 13. This game released it when I was still at school studying. What? And of course, KOF 15 got some more character announced. Kim is coming out. Shingo's is character refinement, and also a new character, and the role map is updated, looking real nice. Also, Grand Blue versus Rising. I believe Siegfried is the new character's name, and there will be a beta that happens in EVO 2023 and an open beta tournament. Obviously, doesn't matter to me because ticket to America is extremely expensive. Not let alone the Las Vegas stuff that happened. So let alone the accommodation in Las Vegas, right? And of course, we got Leroy and also Asuka announced for Tekken 8. We got to see their crazy, we got to see their amazing character trailer. And Leroy obviously hinted early on, and Asuka, we haven't seen her, but it's still looking amazing. Like and the fact that it looks this amazing, I felt that maybe Tekken 8 is also a nice addition to my collections. And maybe there is one more character that you miss. Tekken 8. Akuma. No. Just kidding. But obviously, the interaction between the Japan crowd and the NA player is absolutely amazing. I don't know why Yuka took Mono to eat onikinbon, because that is basically the hardest ramen that is in Japan, and he took her there. She took Mono there, and Kawano is chilling with Punk. Honestly, everything is look amazing for people. Honestly, everything is looks amazing for the people that came all the way to join in EVO Japan. So I'm really happy for it. And of course, we gotta talk about the Road to Seaman. The entire suit is just crazy. What the hell is this? Never say never. But we talk about the good thing. We gotta address the bad thing that happened in the entire events, right? There's a lot of annoying stuff that happened. Like there's only one English stream, no on-site commentary. All the English commentator happen on their home side. They gotta wake up for it. They just chilling the entire time. But there are 3 Japanese streams, so it's okay. And the schedule problem, and of course there are a lot more issues from the tournament organizers. Of course, of course, the Tasty Steve and also other people, Yipes and James Chan, they did a really great job, but I don't think the energy is good enough. I'm just not feeling it, and the entire thing is just a watch party. Obviously, the on-site commentary is much better, I would say. If possible, I hope next year they can actually do this. They can actually invite a lot of amazing commentators to join EVO. I just want that to happen. I don't know. And of course, the schedule. I'm just gonna show you the schedule for the last day. Like 8:30 when Guilty Gear Strides happen. Call time must be much earlier, probably half an hour or 1 hour earlier for the call time of the player. So you might be looking at player has to wake up 6 a.m. to prepare for the Guilty Gear Strive final. But surprisingly, I would say the entire event is going smoothly, and ahead of schedule, I would say, and until the monitor incident, which I'm gonna cover that a bit later on. Aside from the scheduling issues from the tournament organizers, Martin Obama, a famous Mexican, I believe Mexican, a famous YouTuber who is living in Japan right now, he talks about him getting DQ, even though he's actually right next to him is the entire time. But obviously he said it's fine. He still got out of the losers, so it's okay. But obviously it's not feeling good, right? You're getting DQ for it, even though you are obviously there. And he also has some he also have some problems with the Japanese commentary for the Melty Blood type Lumina commentary, right? Uncle Ake is the name, I believe. His commentary, I don't think he likes it. He thinks that he doesn't play that much. So that obviously needs has some improvement. And for Neubenheimer, he also said, despite the worst tournament experience I've had, the people asking for photo and signature is really making it a lot more bearable. Of course, I want to put the emphasis on the worst tournament experience I've ever had. And the same goes to other people like Latif. Tournaments in NA are much better and more fun than the ones from Japan from my experience. I did have fun here overall thanks to my cousin, but I don't think I would like to go to a Japanese tournament again. I would rather spend the trip to go to EMEA and NA events. Once again, EVO Japan is on the problem here, right? People keep bashing over tournaments in EVO Japan's the bad production from EVO Japan. Hopefully that's the end of it, right? Unfortunately, it's not. We have like Quiz CCH and also Kami is talking about it. Kami is obviously Street Fighter 5 player, and Quiz CCH also the Street Fighter player. They have one similar things that happened to them is just for some reason there is a long wait between match. They said Quiz CCH and Fudo will be on. I believe the thing is, they said Quiz CCH Play Fudo will be on stream, but that doesn't happen, and they make the entire thing waited a while. And the same goes to Kami. They said one match is on stream, but waited 2 hours, and the venue got delayed so much, and they have to close, so the entire thing play off stream. So basically, the scheduling for the tournament is a mess, right? As well as we gotta talk about this, right? When Punk got the monitor setup, that's going into a mess. Obviously, the things were flying, the tweets were flying. He said the CDS tournament fly all this way to get treated like absolute dog shit. Dual setup is just not good for PS4. They need to stop using the shit happen. So many tournaments, yet they do some stupid shit over and over. Obviously, this is obviously a problem in Japan side, but is it really? A lot of people like to dogpile on Punk when this tweets got viral and trending on Twitter. But really, they think is Punk is gonna shit talk, is Luz is looking for excuses. But the reality is not really it, right? Turns out there are a couple more people, like Ashland S and Rancho, complains about the main screen monitor. They are extremely laggy and unplayable, and really hope that they fixed it. And in the end, they play through the entire thing. They still play through the entire thing without without requesting a change of monitor. It is obviously props to these two. Obviously, props to this two player. They play through the entire thing without asking for a switch. But still, I think if you see a problem, it's better to talk about. It's better to complain about it to the organizer, right? Hoping they will fix it. Hoping they will look at it at a much better time. And at least, if this time they can't fix it, maybe they will do it much better next time. And even though a lot of people like to dogpile on Punk, obviously, but Broski and Adele, other pro player, had stepped up and talk about like the player should have the right to ask for a fix, and because international travel is expensive, it's understandable, right? I'm not traveling to NA because the ticket alone is extremely expensive. I'm not even traveling to Japan to join the event because the ticket itself, including the accommodation, is actually still very expensive in Japan. So it's actually when you see the setup has a problem, when you see tournament organizer has a problem, it is well within the player's right to request for a fix or a change of things. it doesn't mean that Punk is looking for skills. And also other people pointed out that this could be a problem that happens way before the last day, right? When Legends play on top 24, there's some setting, and as you might know, some games on top 24, they will be streaming, right? Most games will be on the stream. But the problem is they told them top 24 we will play on a different monitor setting. So you are not, and you only get one round to test it. And the PS4 is on all day and never power cycle, so that means it's gonna get even worse. If you try using PS4 Plus, turn it on all day and try playing Street Fighters and some other games like that, it's not gonna be good. And also, they also point out there are a lot of things that doesn't go right in EVO Japan. Even though it doesn't affect his outcome of his matches, it's just that the event wasn't up to the EVO standards in NA, right? You can talk about the venue is a problem, the seating, the schedule, and the monitor is obviously a problem. And even the player from Japanese, Nihongo Gamer, if you know him, you might have seen his gamepad review or controller review that he has a lot on his channel. He also talked about his also talked about his personal experience for the Street Fighter 5 pools. The PS4 Pro setup is really laggy, but as an experience, this has been my favorite EVO Japan. I've been to 3 out of 4 of them. I know every year it will continue to get better, so people do come to Japan again. So please do come to Japan again, everyone. Like, even the player in Japanese also pointed out this is a problem, so maybe really hope that this gets fixed in the future. My bad, wrong slide. And one more thing that happens during the set between Oil King and Nemo, right? And this thing actually a lot of people has pointed it out. Some people has pointed it out, especially for Big Bird right here. They are trying to make Oil King switch sides after the reset. I believe I have a clip right here. Like as you can see during the game right here, right? Some commentator also called that, I believe, during this game. You see right here the production trying to comes in and tells Oil King that you want to switch sides, but Oil King just said no, I don't want to. And after Oil King said no, the production came back and said, you gotta switch sides. You gotta switch sides, even though that doesn't happen to any other set. That doesn't happen in the Guilty Gear Strive set. Like, when they talk about this, the why, you can see Oil King actually ask what happened. Why do you want to switch side? They said no, I want to switch. And suddenly now they doesn't have to switch sides. So everything, so in the tournament organized, and for the tournament organized side, it's a mess, right? And it's lucky that Oil King doesn't have to switch sides, because probably because of the whole that whole tobacco that might affect his performance, right? I don't want to talk. And I believe James Chan pointed out one thing. In some routing, when in grand final resets, the losers could request a side switch, but I don't think this is but I don't think in the EVO Japan cases this is the thing, right? So it's good on him that nothing's happened and we got what happened in the end. In the end, Oil King didn't switch. That's about it. So after everyone is complaining about EVO Japan, what happened next? Well, basically everyone's just keep talking about, oh yeah, the tournament is extremely bad. The entire thing doesn't make sense. The venue is bad, but it's Japan. You got good food and good places. It's a great place for tourism. If you have never been to Japan, I would still highly suggest you to go there and like check it out for yourself. Japan is a place that more than mangas and hentai is actually a really nice place to go to, and that's why this kind of review comes in, right? But for the tournament organized side, this is not a great issue for them. So what happened is EVO later released a tweet that stating, we also know that the event produced a flawed competitor experience throughout the tournament. That imbalance will never happen again. And not only the official EVO is turning out tweets, Rick Filer, I believe Rick Filer, the event director for EVO in North America. I'm not sure in EVO Japan. I'm not sure is it the same in EVO Japan, but Rick Fowler is the event director for EVO NA 2023 and also 2022 last year. And he's talking about this. It is important to confirm that Punk and others were right, that EVO Japan 2023 stage setup negatively impacted player. It is also necessary to confirm it was the stage and stream design itself, not the in-zone monitor. We will prove that to you at another event this year. So honestly, I genuinely hope that next time the EVO Japan could fix it. And one more, Mark Julio, the person who's really close, one of the responsible and one of the people who help EVO Japan happen is also say that we will keep the community update on our plan to improve both the event and player experience at our event. Thanks for coming to EVO Japan, and we look forward to seeing you in Las Vegas. Obviously, this is not good, right? None of this is good. But I'm asking you once, if any foreign player sees this. Why is there a siren? Can I? Yeah, I need to wait for them to go. Shut up! I close the window, please. I closed the window. Please shut up. So I'm asking, if any foreign player is watching this, I'm asking, why should you give EVO Japan a chance, right? It's simple. The first thing is because of this. Like, if you don't know, even though Japan has a really long history of having the competitive fighting game history ever since Street Fighters, but after a few events that's happened in Japan, there's a lot of things were lost. Dokek. One famous team tournament in Japan, like Dokek, is actually disappeared, and since then a lot of local tournaments dwindled down into like nothingness. And since then, a lot of tournaments for fighting games became more online than offline. Like, not much people were willing to do that in Japan. Even Red Bull Gaming Sphere, this is a good addition to the Japan FGC scene, but this is still a last year's improvement, right? I want Asia. like Japan are still looking to improve and maybe get back to what they are in organizing events for the locals and the international before, right? So one thing that you gotta hope for is that they will keep on improving, and as long as they wanted EVO Japan to be successful, and so on. And obviously, because of the local community, is for the local community, like we like seeing international player coming to Asia playing fighting games, right? We like to see the competition. We like to see everything that happens going on in here. And hopefully, with how many players are stepping out and talking about how awful it is in EVO Japan, I hope that EVO Japan in the future will improve and become an fighting game event. And I really hope that EVO Japan will improve and become an event that worthy enough to be called EVO. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be editing a lot of this later on, and so if you like the video, please, if you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe, and also if you like the video, please, if you enjoy the video so far, please like and subscribe. It is not only free, it's also the best way to support me and my future content. I hope you like it. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.